Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to another homemaking vlog. It is, of course, Mother's Day when I am recording this, but due to editing, we all know it's Monday evening while you're watching this, or maybe even another day. But either way, I hope that you had a lovely Sunday and a lovely Mother's Day wherever you were, whoever you were with. I did a TikTok and I just did a little bit of a dance and said, doesn't matter where you are, if your Mother's Day doesn't look like everyone else's should on social media, don't get upset or sad because we all have different lives and things happen. So I hope that no matter where you are, I'm thinking of you and I'm in your corner and I'm clapping for you. So we started with the washing and I had to put this bit in because this is so typical of my son. So my cameras got set up and left in the corridor while I went and had a coffee and sat down. And when he walked past to go to the toilet, he hit record. So I come back to find about 17 minutes worth of this just being recorded, and I'm not sharing all 17 minutes with you, but I just thought I'd share because that's such a typical thing of my son. So I figured, seeing it was Mother's Day, I thought I'd share that with you. And I cut out the bits where everyone was walking up and down in the corridor. A couple of people didn't even notice that it was recording when they did it. So yeah. Hubby made pancakes for everybody. I know that we have pancakes pretty often, but the fact that I didn't have to prep it or cook it made it even more enjoyable. That is the one requirement on Mother's Day I have, that I would like pancakes and I would like to not have to cook them. I am glad though I don't get breakfast in bed, otherwise probably half the pancakes would be in the bed because I am not very well at not keeping messy. I don't think that sentence made any sense, but anyway. So the towels are washed, so I'm getting them out of the washing machine. I'm going to hang them up, and then all of my Zumba clothes are going to go in there. Now that I have one less class, and then with Easter and the public holidays and everything else, I haven't had to wash them for a couple of weeks to make sure I've cycled through enough clothing. So now it's time to finally wash everything. I do really like doing the washing. Sometimes hanging it up is the thing that I don't like, and putting it away is the thing that I don't like as well, but it all gets done eventually. I have just cut this down a little bit of me hanging up the washing, just because I figured maybe the general person watching it is just here for some overall homemaking entertainment or inspiration. But if anyone would like the full videos of me actually hanging up the washing so you can clean along with me, let me know. I'm happy to upload that. Yeah. Who knows, sit down. Oh, I could do the folding as well, because I haven't actually brought the washing in. By the time this video was finished filming for the day, I went to bed and realized I hadn't brought the washing in. I had brought in a bed sheet though, which you'll see me hang up a little bit later. My daughter's bed desperately needed a new fitted sheet, so I found one at an op shop. Of course I did, typical me. So I washed that and I hung it out and it dried, and I did get it back in time, but everything else stayed out there. I know the weather is good for a couple of days. I know also it's not good to leave your clothing out there to dry for long periods of time, but I'm hopeless. That's all there is about it. I did a little bit of decluttering today as well, just as I was poking around in pantries. For those of you who've been following along, we've been doing a 1,000 item declutter challenge. So first up is this container, which I see that the edge has bent a little bit. It was just in a drawer. It's meant to hold like really long spoons and cooking things, and it's just in the way, so I'm going to get rid of it. This I bought to do some chocolate molding, to do those stripe type things, and some cake decorating. Grand plans, I'm never going to do it. This was actually from Temu when I did a sponsored video thing with them. It's meant to attach to a kitchen aid for you to hang your cord on there, and the sticky tape that it came in doesn't work, and I tried to use one of those 3M command strips and it still doesn't work. So that is something that is going to be decluttered. I hope that someone else can find a really good purpose for it. And actually the middle piece, probably don't see it, it's too tight for the cord to even fit in when the end of it. Got a variety of fridge magnets that's here, and this is a pin board that we've had in the kitchen forever and a day, and I've never ever actually used it. I've got a couple of jars that are here that were in the pantry that I used to have cookies and nuts and things in there, but we just don't buy half those stuff, and if we do, then the packet gets emptied and the packet sits in there for a couple of days and then it gets eaten. So I'm just going to get rid of the jars. This is an old container that belonged to a makeup kit, I think. I'm never going to use it. I am decluttering a cookbook, can you believe it? This is originally from Avon. I found it in clean out stash. I was planning on keeping it, but when I flicked through it, there's maybe one recipe in there. And this container that was from the baking pantry that I was going to use when I was doing some cake making and some biscuit decorating to hold all the piping tips. I haven't done anything about it, so it's time to go. So that's another 17 items, and I will do a decluttering update because I have to go back through the house and reorganize some things. So you will see some updates that are happening there. For dinner, we are having baked potatoes because I had some potatoes left over from the last bag and I wanted to make sure that I used them up. So I'm just wrapping them in alfoil. I've only done baked potatoes once, so I'm just kind of guesstimating how to do it. And I have run out of alfoil, which is just like, oh my gosh, because today I went to Coles and I did my final 4-week spend. Yes, shopping on a Sunday, I know, who is she, but I have just been so busy through the week, and I just wanted to get a couple of things that were going to help get us through the week, like some milk and bread. And yeah, I come home to find out we've run out of alfoil. I'm just, oh my gosh, I'm not even going to say anything else, world, because I just can't. Here's me just going, now what do I do? Because I literally was just in panic. But it all worked out okay. Now, my mum gave me a pile of lemons. She actually got her lemon tree chopped down because it was starting, we think, to get a bit of rot. So she got that dealt with. So I'm just squeezing out the juice of the last of the lemons. There's a couple of things I'm going to do here with the juice. I'm going to freeze it. So I've got some juice there to make lemon butter down the track. But I'm looking at doing a bit of a make it from scratch series. So I'm just doing a whole lot of stuff and recording a whole lot of stuff, and then the editing is where it's at. Now I've got a massive Nescafe jar here at the back, and I'm putting the leftover lemon pulp type stuff that's in there. And I've got water and vinegar in this jar, and now I'm going to put all the citrus cuts off in there because I saw this thing on TikTok. Of course I did, about making your own homemade cleaner, and I've never done it, and I figured as a frugal person it's probably something that I should do, and I'm tempted to see if it works. Apparently also the jar's meant to go in the dark cupboard, and mine's sitting on top of the fridge right now, so we shall see. So I started with measuring how much juice that we got, and I put them into the little squares to freeze. And I figured that was the safest place for it right now because I don't have time to do anything else with it. So at least if we freeze it, we know where it is and it's looked after. In saying that, I did accidentally bang it as it was going in there. So I probably lost about 10 milliliters or something. Not huge in the grand scheme of things, but still. Then I had some leftover apples, so I have cut and cored them up, and I have made a apple crumble. I didn't film all of it because I've made this a million times before on the channel, but I just put up enough to show you. Here is our baked potatoes that are ready. I actually enjoyed the one that was cooked out of the alfoil. It cooked a lot easier. So there we go. Running out of alfoil was a good learning lesson from me, evidence-based practice. And here's my potato all loaded up with cheese, ham, pineapple, sour cream, and some coleslaw that we had left over. The base of the apple crumble is here. I'm just making the topping, which is about half a cup of plain flour, half a cup of white sugar with some margarine. I mix it all around to make crumbs, spread it on the top and bake it in the oven for about 25-30 minutes. Thank you so much for spending today with me. I have had an absolutely wonderful day just pottering around in the house. I so appreciate you being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.